Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins History, where we take you on a thrilling journey through the fascinating world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today we have something truly special to uncover, something that has captured the hearts of collectors around the globe and continues to shine bright in the auction market. I am talking about the United States of America half-dollar mint. It is no ordinary coin, my friends. This is a masterpiece from history, a piece of American heritage that carries a story of artistry, pride and rarity that makes collectors chase it with unmatched passion. So don't go anywhere, stay with me till the very end, because you are about to discover everything about the uniqueness, the features, the rarity, the incredible collector demand, and most importantly the current market value in dollars of this rare 1918 half-dollar. You will be amazed and thrilled at the journey we are about to take together, so tighten your seatbelts and let's begin this adventure with full excitement and curiosity. When we talk about the 1918 United States half-dollar, we are not just talking about a coin, we are talking about a symbol of the American spirit during one of the most challenging times in history. This coin was struck in the midst of World War I, a time when the entire world was going through turmoil and the United States was playing its significant role in shaping peace and freedom. The 1918 half-dollar comes from the famous Walking Liberty half-dollar series designed by the legendary sculptor Adolph A. Weinman. His design remains one of the most beloved and celebrated designs in American coinage history. Even to this day, collectors and even the United States Mint itself have acknowledged the Walking Liberty design as one of the most beautiful depictions of liberty ever struck on a coin. Now imagine holding this 1918 half-dollar in your hand. You are not just holding a piece of silver, you are holding a slice of history from more than a century ago. This was a time when people carried these coins in their pockets to buy groceries, to pay for goods and services, and to move through their everyday life. Yet today this same piece of silver shines as a jewel of rarity, commanding immense respect and value among serious collectors across the world. It is no longer just currency, it has become a symbol of American heritage. The design of the 1918 half-dollar is nothing short of breathtaking. On the obverse we see the stunning figure of Lady Liberty walking gracefully toward the rising sun, draped in the American flag, holding branches of laurel and oak symbolizing civil and military glory. She is walking forward with confidence, strength and freedom, a vision that inspired Americans during tough times and continues to inspire collectors even today. On the reverse we see the majestic bald eagle perched on a rocky crag, wings partially spread, standing with authority and readiness to soar. It is one of the most powerful images ever engraved on a United States coin, and it represents courage, freedom and resilience. But what truly sets the 1918 half-dollar apart is its rarity and its condition. Collectors know very well that not all 1918 half-dollars are created equal. While thousands were minted more than 100 years ago, the reality is that very few of them have survived in high-quality condition. Circulation over the years wore down most of them. Many were lost and countless were melted for their silver content. What remains today is a small treasure chest of surviving examples, and the ones that come in excellent condition, those with sharp details, strong strikes and original luster, are the ones that make collectors' hearts race with excitement. If you are a collector or even a beginner coin enthusiast, you should know that condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. A 1918 half-dollar with heavy wear may still be interesting, but the ones that are preserved in near mint or mint state condition are the real treasures. Those are the coins that auction houses put under the spotlight. Those are the coins that bring in breathtaking bids, and those are the coins that every serious collector dreams of adding to their collection. The demand for the 1918 half-dollar has always been strong, and in recent years it has reached new heights. The Walking Liberty design is already one of the most admired designs, and when you combine that with the historical year of 1918, you get a coin that is simply irresistible for collectors. This demand is further fueled by the fact that these coins are now more than 100 years old, which gives them the special antique charm that every collector desires. Holding such a coin feels like holding a direct connection to the past, a piece of history that you can actually touch and admire. Now let us talk about the heart-racing part, the market value. This is the part that gets collectors truly excited, because the 1918 half-dollar is not just a beautiful coin, it is also a highly valuable asset. Auction markets and coin shows continue to prove that this coin is a hot favorite, and it commands big money when the right condition comes under the hammer. The rarity, the demand and the history all combine to give it tremendous value, and some examples have reached levels that most people would not believe. Yes, my friends, today in the action market, a high-grade 1918 half-dollar in spectacular mint state condition can bring in an absolutely jaw-dropping amount. And to give you A clear figure, a pristine example of this coin has been valued at an astonishing $354,000. That is right, $354,000. In words, this is the kind of value that makes collectors go wild. This is the kind of value that transforms an ordinary-looking piece of silver into a fortune, and this is why the 1918 half-dollar remains in such high demand for collectors who dream of owning this treasure. Here are some valuable tips to keep in mind. Always look for coins that have the sharpest details and the most original luster. Avoid heavily worn examples unless you are buying them for sentimental value. The real prize lies in coins that have survived the test of time with their beauty intact. Also make sure to check for authenticity, since such valuable coins always attract the risk of counterfeits. The safest way is to buy from trusted dealers or auction houses that are well known in the numismatic world. And if you ever find one of these coins in circulation or in your family collection, consider yourself extremely lucky, because you may be holding a small fortune in your hand. Collectors also know the importance of preservation. Once you have a 1918 half-dollar in your possession, handle it with utmost care. Never clean the coin harshly, because cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Store it in a protective holder or case and keep it away from moisture and harsh conditions to ensure it retains its charm and value over the years. Remember, a well-preserved coin is not only a delight to the eyes but also a greater reward in the auction market. The beauty of coin collecting lies not just in the value but also in the story behind every piece. The 1918 half-dollar tells a story of America in a time of challenge and resilience. It tells a story of artistry by one of the greatest sculptors. It tells a story of rarity and survival, and most importantly, it tells a story of how something as simple as a coin can become a priceless treasure through the passage of time. So as we come to the conclusion of today's video, I want you to remember that the 1918 United States half-dollar is more than just a coin. It is a shining jewel of history, a masterpiece of design, and a treasure that continues to grow in demand and value. Collectors across the globe compete to get their hands on it because they know that this coin is not just about owning silver, it is about owning a living piece of history and a symbol of American pride and strength. If you are lucky enough to find or own one of these coins, cherish it, protect it, and understand its true worth, because the United States half-dollar of 1918 is a rare legacy, and in today's market its value has soared to an incredible $354,000. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that carries such history, such beauty, and such immense value. This is what makes the world of coin collecting so thrilling and so rewarding. Today we are going to unlock the fascinating story of one of the most iconic coins of the 20th century, the United States of America Eisenhower Dollar from 1972. If you are a true coin lover or a treasure hunter at heart, you cannot miss a single second of this video, because the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar holds secrets of rarity, uniqueness, and extraordinary value that will leave you amazed. This coin is not just a piece of money but a symbol of history and legacy that collectors around the world are searching for with passion and excitement. The Eisenhower Dollar was first introduced in 1971, and it immediately became an important chapter in American coinage history. After a gap of decades since the last circulating silver dollar was minted, the Eisenhower Dollar brought back the $1 coin into the hands of the public. It was issued to honor Dwight D. Eisenhower, the great American general and president who had passed away in 1969. Eisenhower was a five-star general during World War II and later served as the 34th President of the United States, so honoring him with a dollar coin was not just fitting but truly historic. Alongside honoring this great leader, the reverse design of the Eisenhower Dollar also paid tribute to the Apollo 11 moon landing of 1969, making it a coin that represented both military leadership and space exploration achievements in one powerful design. Now when we focus on the year 1972, things get even more thrilling, because this was the second year of issue and it brought with it some of the most interesting varieties and rare types ever seen in the Eisenhower Dollar series. Collectors know very well that 1972 is one of the most exciting years for this coin because of the unique features that set it apart from other years. At first glance it might look like just another Eisenhower Dollar, but when you dig deeper you realize this year produced some of the rarest varieties that can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a priceless treasure. The obverse of the coin carries the bold portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo, who served as chief engraver of the United States Mint. His design captured the strength and dignity of Eisenhower in a simple yet commanding way that still impresses collectors today. Around the portrait you see the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year 1972, making the obverse clean, powerful, and historic. But the real fascination for collectors lies on the reverse side, where the Apollo 11 insignia shows an eagle landing on the moon holding an olive branch in its claws, symbolizing America's achievement in space and its message of peace. It is this reverse design where the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar reveals its true uniqueness. In 1972 there were actually 3 major reverse types produced by the Philadelphia Mint, and these types are what make the coin extremely valuable for collectors today. They are known as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. The Type 2 is by far the rarest, and it has become a holy grail for Eisenhower Dollar collectors. What makes the Type 2 different is the appearance of the Earth behind the eagle. On this rare variety, the Earth shows the islands of Cuba and Florida in a completely different style compared to the other types, and this small design difference has turned the coin into a legendary rarity. The Type 2 variety was struck only from a single pair of dies, and very few examples were ever produced, making it one of the scarcest modern dollar coins in American history. Imagine finding a 1972 Eisenhower Dollar in your collection and realizing it is a Type 2 rarity. This is the dream that excites collectors every single day. While the Type 1 and Type 3 varieties are interesting and collectible in their own right, the Type 2 takes the spotlight with its extreme rarity and massive value in today's market. This is why the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar has earned such a strong place in the world of numismatics, and why collectors always keep their eyes open for this special year. Condition also plays a huge role in determining the true value of these coins. Like most circulating coins, the majority of Eisenhower Dollars from 1972 show wear, scratches, and contact marks from being used in everyday commerce. But for collectors, the real prize lies in coins that have survived in mint state condition with strong luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces. High-grade examples are difficult to find, and when you combine high grade with the rare Type 2 reverse, you get a coin that is considered a masterpiece and a treasure of modern American coinage. Collectors' demand for the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar is not just about nostalgia, but also about the thrill of owning a coin that is both historically important and numismatically rare. The blend of honoring President Eisenhower and celebrating the Apollo 11 mission gives this coin a dual significance that no serious collector can ignore. Add to that the fact that the 1972 series produced one of the rarest modern dollar varieties in existence, and you have a coin that sits at the very top of collector demand today. Over the years, auctions have proven that the Eisenhower Dollar is no ordinary coin when it comes to value. Common circulated examples may only be worth a modest amount, but rare varieties, especially the 1972 Type 2 in high grade, have shocked the world with record-breaking prices. Collectors compete fiercely whenever one of these coins appears at auction because they know just how few of them exist in top condition. This competition has pushed the value of the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar into unbelievable territory, with one such rare example achieving a staggering price of $400,000 in today's collector's market. This number alone is enough to prove the power and prestige of this coin. So what tips should collectors keep in mind if they want to succeed in the Eisenhower Dollar market? The first and most important tip is to educate yourself on the differences between the 1972 reverse types, because being able to identify the rare Type 2 variety is absolutely crucial. Pay close attention to the globe on the reverse and learn how to distinguish the design of the islands. That tiny detail could mean the difference between an ordinary coin and a life-changing treasure. Another tip is to always focus on condition. Coins with fewer marks, strong strike details, and full mint luster will always command the highest prices in the market. Getting your coins graded and certified by a professional grading service is also a smart move, because it provides authenticity, quality assurance, and builds trust when it comes time to sell or trade your coins. Collectors should also consider building complete sets of Eisenhower Dollars, because set building is a popular trend in the numismatic community, and a complete high-quality set that includes the rare 1972 Type 2 can be worth a fortune. Along the way, keep your eyes open for other interesting varieties and errors, because the Eisenhower Dollar series is full of surprises, and some error coins can also carry significant premiums. Staying connected with the collector community is another powerful tip. By attending coin shows, joining collector clubs, and following auction results, you gain valuable knowledge and sometimes even access to rare coins that are not available anywhere else. Networking with other collectors and dealers can open doors to opportunities that you might miss if you collect in isolation. Remember, knowledge and connections are as important as the coins themselves in this exciting hobby. Now as we bring this thrilling journey to a conclusion, it becomes clear that the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is far more than just a coin. It is a living piece of American history honoring a legendary president and celebrating mankind's greatest achievement of walking on the moon. It is a coin that produced one of the rarest and most valuable varieties in modern numismatics, and it continues to capture the imagination of collectors worldwide. Its uniqueness, its rarity, and its extraordinary value make it one of the most exciting coins to hunt for today. So the next time you come across a 1972 Eisenhower dollar in your collection or in a box of old coins, do not take it lightly, because you may be holding a piece of treasure that could change your life. Imagine the thrill of discovering that you own the rare Type II variety in top condition and realizing it could be worth $400,000. This is the magic of coin collecting, and this is why the 1972 Eisenhower dollar will always remain a legend in the world of rare coins. Today we are going to dive into one of the most incredible coins of modern American coinage, the United States of America Eisenhower Dollar of 1974. This coin is a gem for collectors and a rare opportunity for anyone who wants to turn everyday change into extraordinary value. So buckle up, because the story of this coin is filled with uniqueness, rarity, and thrilling market value that you simply cannot afford to miss. The Eisenhower dollar first came into circulation in 1971, and it was the first $1 coin produced by the United States Mint since the legendary peace dollar ended back in 1935. That alone makes the Eisenhower series historic, because it reintroduced the dollar coin after decades of absence. The Eisenhower dollar honored the life and leadership of Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was both a five-star general and the 34th President of the United States. He was remembered for his powerful role in World War II and for his service as president during a time of great growth in America. It was only fitting that the nation honored him with a coin that would circulate widely and remind people of his legacy every single day. The reverse of the Eisenhower dollar made it even more iconic, because it celebrated the Apollo 11 moon landing of 1969. The design shows an eagle landing on the surface of the moon while holding an olive branch in its talons, with the Earth visible in the background. This symbolized peace and progress, while also capturing one of America's greatest achievements in history, the moment mankind first stepped foot on the moon. So when you hold a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in your hand, you are not only holding a coin that honors a president, but also one that honors the spirit of exploration and discovery. Now let's talk about the uniqueness of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar, because this particular year stands out in the series for several reasons. By 1974 the coin had already become a favorite among collectors, and the Mint continued to produce both circulation strikes and special collector issues. The standard coins were struck in copper nickel clad for everyday use, but the San Francisco Mint also produced special versions in 40% silver for collectors in proof and uncirculated sets. This dual production created two very distinct versions of the same coin, one for the public and one for serious collectors. And even though millions were minted, not all of them survived in high quality, making pristine examples highly demanded today. The obverse of the coin features the bold and distinguished portrait of Eisenhower designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. His design is simple yet powerful, showing Eisenhower's determined face with liberty above and in God we trust alongside the year 1974. The portrait stands strong as a tribute to his leadership and vision. The reverse is equally breathtaking, with the Apollo 11 insignia showing the eagle landing on the moon, a design that instantly connects collectors with one of the most inspiring chapters in human history. Collectors are always drawn to coins that carry stories and symbolism, and the 1974 Eisenhower dollar has plenty of both. But beyond the design and history lies the element that makes this coin truly thrilling: the rarity and condition. Not every 1974 Eisenhower dollar is valuable, but the ones that have survived in exceptional quality are highly sought after today. Coins that remain in mint state condition with sharp details, clean surfaces, and glowing luster are becoming increasingly rare as time goes on. Many of the coins used in circulation show heavy wear, scratches, and damage, which lowers their value, but the few untouched gems can command jaw-dropping prices at auction. There are also fascinating varieties and errors that make the 1974 Eisenhower dollar even more exciting for collectors. Some coins were struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies that make them stand out from the rest. These error coins are highly prized because they combine rarity with uniqueness. No two error coins are exactly alike. For collectors, finding one of these rare varieties is like striking gold because the value skyrockets compared to regular strikes. The collector demand for the 1974 Eisenhower dollar has only grown stronger with time. Older collectors who remember the coin from their childhood see it as a nostalgic piece, while younger collectors recognize it as a key part of modern numismatics. The silver issues add another layer of demand because they combine numismatic value with intrinsic silver content, making them attractive to both coin enthusiasts and investors. The blend of history, design, rarity, and variety has made the 1974 Eisenhower dollar a powerhouse in the coin market today, and when we turn our focus to current market value, things get truly astonishing. While common circulated coins may not carry extreme value, the rare high-grade examples and unusual varieties have shattered expectations at auctions. Collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for pristine coins or rare errors, and the competition drives prices higher and higher. One such example of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar reached an incredible value of $356,000 in the collector's market, proving that this coin is not just pocket change but a life-changing treasure for those lucky enough to find it. For collectors who want to build value in their Eisenhower dollar collection, there are some important tips to keep in mind. First, always aim for quality over quantity because one high-grade coin is worth more than dozens of worn examples. Look for coins that have sharp details, minimal marks, and strong luster, as these are the qualities that auction buyers will pay top dollar for. Second, always consider certification because having your coin graded and authenticated by a professional service not only guarantees its authenticity but also increases its market appeal. Collectors should also keep an eye on the silver versions of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar as they carry both rarity and intrinsic value. Proof and uncirculated silver issues are especially desirable when they are still in their original packaging from the mint. Building a complete set of Eisenhower dollars from 1971 through 1978 is another great strategy because complete sets are highly prized in the market, and owning the 1974 in top condition strengthens the value of the entire collection. Staying informed about the market is another key tip for collectors. Auction prices, market trends, and new discoveries all play a role in shaping the value of coins. By keeping up with news, networking with other collectors, and attending coin shows, you can stay one step ahead and grab opportunities before they pass. Coin collecting is as much about knowledge and patience as it is about the coins themselves. As we wrap up this exciting journey, it becomes clear that the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a masterpiece of modern American coinage. It honors a great leader, celebrates one of the greatest achievements of mankind, and offers collectors an opportunity to own a coin that carries both history and incredible value. Its unique features, its varieties, its condition rarity, and its strong collector demand make it one of the most exciting coins to chase in today's market. So the next time you come across a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in your collection or in an old box of coins, do not treat it as ordinary. Look closely, check the condition, and see if you might be holding a treasure in your hands. Because you never know, your coin could be the next one to reach the astonishing value of $356,000. And that is the true thrill of coin collecting, turning something simple into something legendary.